Hello everyone, welcome back to the Real Positive Girl podcast. My name is Sabrina. Happy Thursday to you all. I hope that you're all having a fantastic day and that everything is just going as well as it can. I hope that you're able to get organized, get good news, feel good about the day. If anyone has listened before, you know that Thursdays are my favorite days. I absolutely love Thursdays. I feel like I thrive better in Thursdays. I'm not going to say that every single Thursday has been amazing or great, but they've all been pretty good and I just love them. So I hope that you're having an amazing Thursday. And if you are having a kind of challenging day, troubling, problems are presenting and coming up and it's just you just feel overwhelmed and stressed, I encourage you to take the 5-minute reset, which is to take at least 5 minutes to be by yourself. It gives you an opportunity to come back to baseline, reset, reboot, just start your day over from that moment and kind of release any burdens, any problems, any issues, kind of just take a break from those and not let them weigh you down for at least a little bit of time. Also, I always encourage everyone to take the opportunity to problem solve whatever problems are you are currently facing head on, face to face, so that you can go back and just provide a resolution so you can get past them and get beyond them and get back to what you're doing, what you're working for. I always encourage everyone to create a gratitude list of at least 4 items, and those can be really big things, small things, medium-sized things. It can be small as being grateful that you had enough money to eat out for lunch today, super grateful that you were able to pay for some work done at your home or be able to buy materials for a renovation for your home, or maybe you're super grateful to randomly get a call or a text from someone you haven't talked to in a long time. That was definitely me. So the best part about creating a gratitude list is that since the things you can be grateful for can be really big or really small or kind of medium size, the list is virtually never ending. So there's always amazing things you can be grateful for. And last but not least, before you leave your 5-minute reset time, I always encourage everyone to be able to leave that that reset time, feeling at least neutral, if not positive, about the rest of your day, because the gratitude list gave you an opportunity to change your perspective and step back and kind of have an opportunity also for a mindset shift so that you can focus in on those amazing things that you already listed that you're grateful for, and then just realize that despite what you're currently going through, the current negative things that are kind of being pressed in your face right now, there are many things to be grateful for, to be happy about. And I'm not here to diminish your feelings, but just to kind of take a step back and realize, okay, I don't need to fully focus on all the negative things. I can focus on positive things that are happening too, and that'll help push you through that difficult time. However, I do hope that you're having an amazing day on this Thursday. Just a reminder that this week we are talking about kindness, and today, Thursday, we are going to talk about showing kindness to yourself. So let's go ahead and just jump right in. This is probably the episode you have been waiting for all week, how to show kindness to yourself. So let's talk about how we can do that. So I want to encourage you to start by taking care of yourself. Actually spend time, if you have a bathtub and you like taking baths, for both men and women, I encourage you to take a bath. And I say both men and women because I know men and my own husband that does enjoy taking a bath, but do that, or go and spend some time just at your favorite food place or coffee shop. Get a coffee, get a tea, get whatever you like to eat. Just kind of sit there and decompress and enjoy your environment, your community, if you're into that kind of thing. Another way to take care of yourself is to just make sure that you are feeling healthy as possible, and kind of work on any of those things, like whether it's your mental health, whether it's your physical health, whether it has to do with exercise or eating right. By taking care of yourself, you want to make sure that you're eating a good balanced diet for whatever diet fits your body best. You want to make sure that you're getting in some movement every day. You want to make sure that you're taking care of your mental health. So if you do need to seek out counseling, you can do that. Or if you just need to talk to a close friend, a mentor, do that. I just encourage you to do whatever you need to do to take care of yourself, because that is definitely one of the main things of showing kindness to yourself. Next, work on your inner critic being too harsh. Just give yourself a break. Know that no one is perfect and shut down that negative self-talk. I feel like we can be the most negative people in our lives and tell ourselves the most horrible, negative things inside our minds where no one else knows what we're doing or what we're saying to ourselves. So they would have no idea like what's happening or how badly we are treating ourselves. So I encourage you, work on that inner critic. Like, do you really need to be that harsh on yourself if you make a mistake, or if you don't remember something, or if you kind of like fail or don't quite meet the standards and the expectations that you've set for yourself, working on like a new skill or a new project, or just continuing to advance in whatever it is? I encourage you to just kind of take a step back and realize, do I really need to be that harsh on myself? Is it actually helping me to grow? Is it actually pushing me forward? Is it actually sincerely beneficial to my growth and becoming the best person I want to be? And I wouldn't say most times it's probably not, because I don't think that many people can actually truly fully grow if you're continuing to just kind of stomp on yourself and bring yourself down constantly. So give yourself a break. Know that no one's perfect. Stop the negative self-talk and just own who you are and be stronger in your mind. Next, respect yourself. Don't let others dictate your value and how you feel about yourself. You got to trust yourself, embrace your own opinions, and just truly do you. Be who you truly are and hold yourself to the standards you want to be at. You do not have to measure up to other people's standards. I believe that standards and expectations are each set by ourselves, unless someone offers expectations and we agree to match those things, like in a job situation or at school or whatever it is. And they still have to be reasonable, and you still have to agree to those things. But I just encourage you, create your own standards and expectations. Don't let anyone else dictate your value. You got to actually respect who you are and what you're all about. And your opinions and your thoughts and ideas will be different from everyone else's probably. There's definitely going to be people in your life where you share those same ideals, but there's definitely going to be a lot of people where you don't. Just own your opinions and own how you think and own what you do and who you are, and know that you were made that way on purpose. The world needs who you are and what you can contribute, and your skills and your talents and the amazing things of who you are and what you're all about. So just respect yourself. Know that you are worthy, and that say that to yourself and you will feel empowered, especially if you say it to yourself in the mirror. I know it sounds cheesy, but it helps. So I encourage you to do that. The next one is to treat yourself every once in a while. And me, someone that has an issue with shopping a little bit too much and buying a little bit too many things that I don't need, especially during quarantine. I'm not saying that you have to go necessarily spend a bunch of money or, put yourself in debt just to treat yourself. But maybe you do. Maybe you want to go to one of your favorite stores and buy something that you've been eyeing and you've been checking up on online and see if it goes on sale, and just kind of like hoping that you could get it someday. If you're able to and make the financial decision that it's not going to break the bank, then go ahead and treat yourself. But another way to treat yourself could be just like, instead of always working extra in the evening, take time to watch a show, or take a bath, or read a book, and kind of switch it up a bit and give yourself a little bit of a break. Maybe you will have a little dessert treat, because I feel like in any diet or health regimen that you create for yourself, you should allow in a couple quote unquote treats, like desserts and sugary snacks just here and there, because you don't want to cut out an entire food group. And it's all about things in moderation, limitations, but you don't want to just cut it out. So maybe you give yourself a little ice cream sandwich, or maybe like a few pieces of candy, whatever it may be. There are so many different ways to treat yourself. Maybe you're going to buy yourself a new book because you've been like zooming through all your other books, and you just really want something else to comfort you and to take your mind away from everyday crazy stressful life. I totally get that. So I encourage you to treat yourself every once in a while. Again, it doesn't always have to involve money, but it can involve money if you find that you have the means to do so and it won't wreck you financially. The next one I want to talk about is to celebrate your growth and accept who you are and who you are becoming. So a lot of times when we are growing, when we are becoming better at things, when we are becoming stronger and, either moving up the ladder or just, realizing that we're catching on to things and learning things a lot easier in our job or in our just school, everyday life, whatever it may be, we don't necessarily pat ourselves on the back all the time or, take a moment to stop and be like, wow, look how far you've come. Look how much knowledge you gain. Look how much experience you have now. And then look forward to the next time that you hit a milestone like that. And so I encourage you to celebrate the growth that you are making. Don't sweep it under the rug. I understand that maybe you want to be humble about it, but you can still be happy about the progress that you're making without making it too big of a deal or too braggy if you're afraid of that. I understand that. But it's important in doing so to celebrate your growth, but accept who you are. So a lot of times we can create super high expectations that we might not in reality be able to hit. So it's important to have a good balance between that, like celebrate the ways that you're growing, but also accept who you are, what you're all about, what you know now, where you are, how you got to where you are, and be excited about where you are going. So I encourage you to do that. The next one is to stop worrying what other people think about you. That is so hard. It's something that I struggle with every single day. I know absolutely that I'm not alone in that, but I encourage you to take a moment and really, take a step back. And I know I say that a lot, take a step back and shift your perspective and your mindset, but it truly helps. Like sometimes I will physically in my mind see myself stepping back from the situation or the thought that I'm having or whatever I'm dealing with and realizing, wow, why do I care so much? Why do I care so much what they think? Yes, you want to be accepted. You want to feel like you're part of the community, part of the group, and maybe there are other perks that come with that and opportunities. However, I believe that everything happens for a reason. We are where we are. For a reason. God has just pre-planned everything and it's going to be worked out, so we don't necessarily need to try so hard to be a part of these groups that maybe we weren't meant for, you know what I mean? But I understand the need to just want to be liked because it's easier. It's so much easier to live your life and to experience amazing happiness and contentness if everyone likes you, if everyone accepts who you are. But you're just trying to live life the easy way, and problems will still creep in here and there. Maybe they won't be as big, but you also will be missing out on opportunities. You also will not grow as much, and you probably won't have the opportunity to become your best self if you're continually hiding and trying to do your best to be who these people want you to be so that they will like you. So I encourage you, stop worrying about what people think of you. Stop trying to fit in. Letting others hold you hostage with their opinions is like a dreadful life, is a drain on you. And you're going to turn into someone that you don't even recognize, you don't even know. And then by the end of it, I'm talking from experience, you may not even understand who you are and what you actually want in life. So I encourage you, if you're having issues with that now, continually every single day, every single moment that you need to, take a step back, realize that you don't need to stress or worry about other people liking you. People are going to like you for you, and then they're not. And if they don't, they don't. And not everyone is meant to be liked. And you probably don't like everyone either. So just consider that. Just consider that. The next one is to make time for sleep. Oh my gosh. I am sure that a lot of us struggle with that. I struggle with it. I struggle with it so badly. I'm actually on certain supplements and medications to hopefully help me to naturally sleep better. It's hit or miss. We're thinking about changing up some things in my diet to figure that out. But I understand sleep is so hard, but it's one of the most kind things you can do for yourself is to figure out how to get better sleep. So maybe you just need to start going to bed earlier, or maybe you need to figure out some really cool, nice night routine that will help you sleep better. Maybe it's drinking some tea, or maybe it's having a little filling snack, because if you have an issue that I have, which we think might be a blood sugar issue, is that You wake up in the middle of the night because you're hungry, but you don't even realize it. That's a thing. And it all makes sense now why Chrissy Teigen has snacks by her bed. Maybe she has the same issue. And it didn't even dawn on me until this week because my doctor was like, well, maybe you're hungry in the middle of the night. And I'm like, I don't feel hungry. But, so whatever it is that's preventing you from sleep, again, maybe you're staying up too late. Maybe you're sleeping in too late in the morning, so it causes you to stay up late. Maybe you have other medical issues, or you just are stressing so much. Find a way to distress and let all that go. At least in the meantime, while you sleep, take away the blue light, electronics, and things like that, an hour before bedtime, so you can kind of relax and actually get into the bedtime mood. Do whatever you need to do, but I highly encourage you that one of the kindest things you can do for yourself is to make time for sleep and make it a better sleep. The next one is to ask for help when you need it. Last week, or week before last, I can't remember, all the days blur together, I apologize. I did a whole week talking about asking for help. No, it was last week. So last week, I'm not going to go very deep into this, but I do encourage everyone to ask for help when you need it. Do not be shy. Do not let your ego get in the way, and give everyone else the opportunity to shine and show their skills by helping you when you need it. And if you want to hear more about that, I encourage you to go back and listen to those episodes last week where I talked all about asking for help and the benefits of it and how it helps other people, how it helps you, all that amazingness. So I encourage you to go listen to that. But yes, ask for help when you need. Do not be shy, and don't waste your time trying to figure it out on your own when you can just ask someone else, and they'd be happy to tell you because they know all about it, or they just really like to help people. Okay, give them the opportunity to help you. Second to the last one is tell yourself that you are enough. That's definitely a kindness. I would encourage you to tell yourself that in your mind, in the mirror, in the morning, anytime you are feeling like you are less than, anytime you are starting to compare yourself to other people, anytime you are super ultra worried about what people think about you, anytime you're not feeling as courageous or strong or just joyful or anything, when you're not feeling your true self, I encourage you to tell yourself that you are enough, because you are, and we all are. And even if we feel like we are a hot mess express every single day because we're going through a really hard season in life, that does not make us less than. You are enough, and everything you're doing is enough, and everything that you're aspiring to is enough, and even the things that you are falling short at, you're still enough. We're all enough. We're all enough in who we are and what we're doing and how hard we're trying to just get through life and to do our best and be our best self. Last but not least, take time to take care of yourself. And you're like, oh my gosh, that sounds familiar. It's because I started the list with start by taking care of yourself, and I'm ending it by take time to take care of yourself, because I feel like that's the ultimate one. That's the number one. And well, maybe it's in a tie with telling yourself that you're enough, but even still, take time to take care of yourself. Make yourself a priority. Do not put a million people in front of you and say that you have to help everyone else first before you actually help yourself, because it means that you will never actually take the time to take care of yourself. So I encourage you to do so. Make it a priority. Schedule it in your calendar. I'm pretty sure that I talked a whole week about this also. But I encourage you to go look back at the catalog of all the episodes. There are so many. But yeah, I just put yourself first. Put yourself first. You have to, because no one else is going to. And even if they do, they're going to do it in a way that is not their responsibility and is a boundary issue, to be honest with you. So I encourage you, put yourself first. Take time for yourself. Take care of yourself. If you want to continue to help people and put other people before you, you have to put yourself first every once in a while so you can continue to fill up your cup so you can assist them with theirs. Okay? Thank you so much for listening to the Real Positive Girl podcast. Again, my name is Sabrina. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. And if you did, and you know someone else that would really enjoy it too, I encourage you to share it with them. I'd be so, so, so grateful, as I am already with how many downloads and listens that I see you guys doing. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. You're making my dreams come true. But yes, happy Thursday. I hope that you have a great rest of your day. I hope that it's going well. And and I hope you come back for tomorrow's episode where I talk about how to show kindness to others. But until then, Have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye.